Hello, lovely fans. Welcome to AR Sports. I'm Arafat. On today's edition, we're going to look at the transfer market. It's so hot. The Champions League draws and then the sacking business. Just like I told you, this game is all about results. It's all about results. Once you can't deliver, you are fired. And all this while, I told you about the dead men walking. You know, Ole Sacked has been fired by Fenerbahce. I saw it coming. The result wasn't there. These guys spend money. They invested heavily, and they expect results. If the result doesn't come, you are fired. That's how it works. No sentiment. If you remember during the reigns of Roman Abramovich, that is how it is. Ruthless. He's ruthless. If you don't win, you get fired. Even if you perform well, you don't win the trophy, you get fired. That's how it works. And then immediately that one happens, the one I was suspecting came quickly than I expected. Jose Mourinho was fired by Fenerbahce. And I saw this coming because the way they lost the league last season to Galatasaray, okay, it was understandable. First season they were trying to build, even though they could have even won the league when Fenerbahce things were not going their way. And then the opportunity came this season. They spent money, they reinforced, and then at the end of the day, only to be kicked out by Benfica. What even plays the management mostly was that the first leg was a draw. There was a red card. Fenerbahce played the last, Benfica played the last 20 minutes or so, or 25 minutes more, with 10 men down. These guys could not convert their chances. They couldn't take it. Only to go away and lost 1-0. They were eliminated. And no serious club will forgive that. They felt they should have qualified. Because not being able to make it to that group stage, they have lost a lot of revenue. You understand? And you need money to stay in this business. You need performance to keep the fans coming. The only thing that will please the fans of Fenerbahce now is to win the league ahead of Galatasaray, which seems impossible because even Galatasaray have gone ahead to retain Osimhen, to add Leroy Sané, and they have also add the other guy from Tottenham, Bissouma. And aside Bissouma, they're also in negotiation to bring another guy into the midfield from the Premier League. So they only get stronger and stronger and stronger. But for these other guys, man, it's not looking funny. So Fenerbahce is not looking funny. They need to get in a coach that can wake the team up because they signed a lot of players. They have good team. If you look at the team sheet, it's enough to even qualify for the knockout stage of the Champions League. So Mourinho is gone. So that's that. And then we need to look at some business that are currently ongoing at the transfer market. Nkunku to AC Milan. Nkunku has gone to AC Milan. And then Javier Simons is still there. He's in London. He have undergone medical with Tottenham. So all this while, he have rejected every other thing waiting for Chelsea. But Chelsea are yet to place a bid. They have agreed terms with Simons. Yes. Right now, Tottenham have agreed a deal with Lisbig, and the player is already in London. He has undergo medical, and according to some report like Fabrizio Romano, they say here we go. But this is not the first time Fabrizio Romano have said here we go, and then the deal didn't work out. So other sources are also saying that Chelsea are waiting until Friday before they bid for Simon, because they are waiting for Jackson to leave. Because Nkunku have gone, they have used that space for Garnacho. Now they need Jackson to go so that space will be occupied by Simons. But other reports are also saying there might be a surprise. Morgan Rogers of Aston Villa. So we are still keeping an eye on it to see who will Chelsea bring in between Simons or Fermin Lopez or Morgan Rogers. So eyes open, we watch, and then Chelsea also trying to get Tariq George out, and Datro Fofana, and He's Sterling, Ben Chilwell. So they have other players they need to clear, some other French players that they also need to send on loan or sell. So for other clubs, you heard of Nick Votameda. Nick Votameda, the guy that shines so well at Euro Under 21. The guy, Newcastle have agreed a deal with Stuttgart of 75 million euros plus 5 million euros add-on. That's 80 million in total package for Nick Votamed to move to Newcastle. So, and they're also working on Johan Wissa from Brentford. So Johan Wissa have requested that Brentford leave him out for their away game, so to Sunderland. So they are not going. He's not going with them. He's waiting to complete his move so that he can move to the to Tyneside. So now there's also a movement, Nkunku to AC Milan. That one is a done deal. Total package is 42 million euros plus sell-on. There's a sell-on clause there, and in another move, we are trying to check who has made the move so far, and there's this Yeremy Pino. You know, Crystal Palace have sold Eberechi to Arsenal, which we all know now. So they need to get a replacement, and the replacement is Yeremy Pino from Villarreal. So he's moving to Crystal Palace, and all the deals have been agreed, and everything will be put to rest. And as you are aware, Garnacho to Chelsea, that one is a done deal. Garnacho to Chelsea is a done deal. So his chapter with Manchester United have closed. So, and now that Chelsea have gotten Garnacho, that's the more reason why Tariq George will go to either Roma or a German club, because you need to play regular football for his development. So that's that. Other things are happening as I'm talking now. Other transfer movements are happening in other leagues elsewhere, but I won't be chance to bring everything now. But in my next edition, I will give you the latest, what have happened, if has Tottenham finally unveil Javier Simons, because other reports are also saying that because Chelsea enjoy an excellent working relation with Tottenham, they don't want to hijack the deal. But for me, I feel all those ones are speculation. If Chelsea needs Simons, because they have already agreed the personal deal with him, all they need to do is just to match whatever Tottenham offered Leipzig. So that's all. Just put the offer on the table and the player choose. After all, Eberechi, they have agreed the deal to go to this same Tottenham, only for Arsenal to come last minute and offer the same. And then the guy just, okay, that after all, this way I wanted to go and he said goodbye, sorry Tottenham, off to North London, but on the other side he went. So that's how it is. It is football business. That's how the sport business works. It's all about interest. He needs to protect himself, and that's the more reason why he's in London. He's there now. So either Chelsea pay the money, he moved to South SW, or he signed for Tottenham and he stays in North London. So that's it. And before we go into Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Chelsea Fulham preview, let me give you what happened at the Champions League draw yesterday. Chelsea were given an award for being the only team in Europe to have won all UEFA competition, both Cup Winners' Cup, UEFA Cup, the Champions League, World Club Cup, European Super Cup, all the cups, all the club cups you know of in Europe. Chelsea have won there, and they remain the only team so far to have done that. So an award was given by Seferin to the Chelsea, one of the Chelsea officials that was there to receive the award. And after which, yesterday morning, after training, they were interviewing the Chelsea players, which team, which stadium would you love to play, which team would you love to play. And Sancho said something that intrigued me. He said Barcelona. I also said PSG. He said they want to have the opportunity of playing PSG again, so that they will just set the record straight. So that if PSG feels that 3-0 bashing was a mistake, they'll have the second opportunity to set the record straight that it's not a mistake. We are Chelsea, And that's why we're the men of the magical nights. We've done it before at the Bernabeu, we've done it before at Allianz Arena, we've done it before at Stamford Bridge, we've done it before in so many places. So that's it. And some other players like Estavao and João Pedro, they said they wanted Bernabeu to play at the Bernabeu. So here are the draws, and here's the draw. Chelsea played their first match against Barcelona, and it's so intriguing because Yamin Lamar will have the opportunity to come face to face with Cucurella. Cucurella have done so well against so many wingers, dangerous wingers. He has been able to keep them quiet. So against Yamin Lamar, it's another opportunity, to come against one of the best, upcoming talents and one of the best in the world in that position to keep him short, lock him up for 90 minutes. Meanwhile, Estavao will also have the opportunity of going against Barcelona. It is a perfect match. It's a perfect match. The likes of Kopama, Jamie Gittins, Garnacho, João Pedro, and the midfield battle. They used to have Pedri, and Gavi, and the Dutchman that sometimes captain them now. So they will now have the opportunity of testing our midfield against theirs, and they will see a Caicedo. They will see a Caicedo, and they also come against Kopama and Enzo Fernandez. You will see magic that night. It's going to be a night of magic, and don't forget Pedro Neto. These are the matches that brings out the best from Chelsea. These are the kind of matches that imagine that Champions League anthem. When the anthem is being played, you could feel the strength, the adrenaline going through their veins. So what after playing Bayern at Stamford Bridge, then Chelsea will now go to Allianz Arena and take on Bayern Munich. I love this. Chelsea have the opportunity of beating Barca, of beating Bayern Munich. So they play Bayern Munich. After Bayern Munich, Chelsea also play Ajax, and that's Jarohato against his former club that he captained. And after Ajax, Chelsea will play Paphos of Cyprus. They'll play Karabakh of Azerbaijan. They'll also play Atalanta of Italy, and they also play Napoli of Italy. They will come out against our former coach Antonio Conte, and then that's all for Chelsea. Then for Liverpool, they are going to play Inter Milan. They'll play Inter Milan. They'll play Real Madrid. They'll play Atleti. They'll play Frankfurt. They'll play PSV. They'll play Marseille, and they also play Karabakh. And then Manchester City in their own group. Manchester City will play Dortmund. They'll play Real Madrid. They'll play Leverkusen. They'll play Villarreal. They'll play Napoli. They'll play Bodo Glimt, and they'll play Monaco. And for Newcastle are going to play Barcelona, PSG, Benfica, Leverkusen, PSV, Marseille, Athletic Club, and Union SG of Germany. Then for the other English club, the fifth English club, that's Tottenham. Tottenham will play Dortmund, they'll play PSG, they'll play Villarreal, they'll play Frankfurt, Slava Praha, Bodo Glimt, Copenhagen, and Monaco. So that's the draw for the English team. And as it is now, I see all the 5 English teams being able to qualify for the knockout stage. This year's Champions League is going to be so interesting because there's no room for complacency. You understand? Because you need to go for the prize. Man City are going for the prize. Liverpool are going for the prize. Arsenal are going for the prize. Chelsea are going for the prize. Tottenham too will also go for the prize. That's how it should be. You going for the eyes on that trophy. That trophy with 2 big ears. You need to return that trophy to England, and Chelsea want to bring that trophy back to Stamford Bridge, having just won the World Club Cup and the Europa Conference League. Because when it comes to Stamford Bridge, it's a home of trophies. These guys, they know how to hunt. They know how to hunt, especially at night. They know how to hunt. So that's it from the Champions League draw of yesterday, and then tomorrow's preview. Chelsea have the opportunity to take on Fulham at Stamford Bridge. They are neighbors, SW, and in fact, Chelsea is operating under Fulham Council. So we are on Fulham Broadway. So it's a home derby, and it's a derby that we love to play. Last season we are winning. 9 minutes, those guys equalized and defeated Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And in a way, in trying to get the Champions League qualification tickets, Chelsea were losing 1-0, and Tariq George saved the day in the 8-something minutes, got the equalizer, and Pedro Neto with that bullet shot that ended Chelsea that victory. So Chelsea against Fulham is going to be hot. Other sides are predicting a draw, but for me, I don't see draw in this match. Chelsea, to make a statement in the Premier League, these are the matches that you have to take the 3 points away from Fulham. It doesn't matter whether Fulham are stubborn or not. You take the 3 points, you move. Take the 3 points. Just like you did against West Ham, take the 3 points. As Crystal Palace, we are lucky with that draw. But the next time Chelsea visits Selhurst Park, you not only take the 3 points, you make sure you beat them silly. That is how it works. Take the 3 points now, go 7 point clear before Arsenal plays Liverpool, which one of them would certainly drop points. It's either Arsenal win or Liverpool win or they draw. So take the advantage, go 7 point clear, top the table, and then you wait for tomorrow. And then this weekend, the match between Arsenal and Liverpool, we'll get to see the strength of that Liverpool defense, because so far they have been leaking goals. They have leaked 5 goals. They leaked 2 against Newcastle. They leaked 2 at home against Bournemouth. So we'll see. That's 4 goals leaked so far. We'll get to see how they will cope against an Arsenal side that have Gyökeres, they have Saka, they also have Eberechi. They're currently in that squad now. And then you have Gabriel Martinelli, Madueke, and then the midfield of Declan Rice, Zubimendi, and Mark Odegaard. Don't forget Merino and Norgard also in that midfield. So it's a packed midfield. So far, Arsenal have the most complete team, and I don't want to hear excuses from Arsenal. You have the best defense, you have the best goalkeeper, best midfield, and you have the best attacker in Europe last season. So you have to win Liverpool at Anfield to make that statement, that champion statement. You need to make it. That's a signature statement. Defeat Liverpool at Anfield to say, okay, fine, you have arrived. After all, you won at Old Trafford, so beat Liverpool away, and then they will know that you have arrived. Back to that Arsenal that went invisible, the Thierry Henry, Robert Pires, and Dennis Beckham, and Lauren, and others. So you have to get to that era. So to wrap it up, other matches will come up, but the Chelsea match that comes up first, Chelsea need that 3 points. Later on, in my next video, I'll do a preview of how the weekend matches will be played in England, in France, and in Italy, Germany, Spain. And there's also a big match in Portugal between Sporting Lisbon and Benfica. So you watch out for my next video, and then I will do my prediction. I'll give you my octopus prediction. That's an expert prediction, and we're looking at 10/10 prediction. 10/10. So thank you for watching. I love you guys. Subscribe. Let's move to 300. Let's achieve that before the month runs out. Our target is 300 before the month runs out. And for those of you who have subscribed so far and has been there for us, thank you. We love you, and thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.